Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Today I'm giving you guys a little video talking about the Dragon Ball Super Universe Survival Arc and its effect on future Dragon Ball video games and maybe what will be incorporated in them. And this is coming from Tyreek Hakeem. I swear, I hope I got that right. On Twitter, he wanted me to do this video. He suggested the topic, so I'm like, that sounds like a pretty decent one actually. It's interesting to think about, because obviously we just got Xenoverse 2 in October, with the introduction of all these crazy new characters with the Universe Survival Arc. We don't know what the next big game's going to be, and I'm pretty sure these characters are going to be in Dokkan Battle. I know a lot of you guys play Dokkan. A lot of these characters are going to be rolling into that game in no time. I'm sure of that. But for the next big game, let's say it's Xenoverse 3, right? How many of these characters are going to be implemented? They try to keep a good variation of characters in the Xenoverse games, that's for sure. They try to keep people feeling different from one another. And there is going to be problems with adding, let's just say, 20 plus new characters in the next game. I understand people swear the Holy Bible of Tenkaichi 3, but that game did not have a lot of variety in terms of how people played. I mean, you can defend it all you want, but it really is a fact. It did not have a lot of variety in terms of the fighting styles of a lot of characters. But with Xenoverse, you have different speeds, different animations, of course, different combos completely, really. So the speed and the way people fight just changes from character to character. Just to add like 20 more of those characters, let's just say, to the next game will be a crazy task, and it might be doable. There might be DLC for it. We also have to take in consideration that how many of these characters are really going to be important enough to even care about adding into the next game. Like, is this Wolfman character we saw in the last preview for the Survival Arc going to be a character that's going to need to be added? Maybe, maybe not. We just don't know about a lot of these characters, and I think that's one of the biggest issues here. But this does actually have a big effect because it's a tournament that adds so many new characters. It just is all about, I think, how many of them are going to be major characters that warrant a appearance in a game, that people are going to care about. Even if we get another handheld game in, let's say, maybe the same vein as Extreme Butoden, or, you know, something on a 3DS, let's say. Will all these characters be added in? That could be a possibility, but I think when you're going off of a major console release, console/PC, I think that's when the issue comes along, because there's so many more resources involved. There's so many more character models that need to be incredibly well detailed and added in. And again, if we're talking about a game like Xenoverse, they need to think up a lot of different combos and speeds of combos and just how the characters play in general. They like to keep a diversity there. Maybe we'll get some other new series, I don't know. But my next bet for a big game would be Xenoverse 3, but probably not for a couple of years. I'd like to see something new, and that'd be interesting, but that's not what this video is about. So I think it's an interesting topic to really think about the future, and, you know, I don't expect there to be a huge flood of new characters in the next game or the next big release, but again, just regurgitating what I said, it kind of falls back to how important a lot of these characters are going to be. I always have suspected when we would have a tournament like this, there's going to be a lot of throwaway characters for sure. Let's just say, are we going to get all the next gods, all the new gods of destruction? You see, like, I feel like they'd have to add all those, right? Like, they'd be important. I think one interesting thing to keep in mind is that with the second Xenoverse, Dimps made it kind of clear that they did lack a lot of new characters from Super, because one thing you have to remember is that a lot of the characters that were introduced were kind of introduced as the second game was very far in development. So that's kind of a reason we didn't get quite as many. We still got, like, you know, Goku Black, Hit, Future Trunks, so that was already crazy. But with Xenoverse 3, or potential Xenoverse 3, if that is the next game, let's just say hypothetically or something like that, I don't even think they started developing it, personally. Maybe they've planned it, or they're in the blueprints. But there was a statement made when Xenoverse 2 was coming to release that they're not even thinking about 3 right now. They want Xenoverse 2 to have a good life cycle. So my guess is they probably haven't started any core development just yet. So they're going to have plenty of time to incorporate these characters. So it's definitely something to think about. But I don't know. I thought it was an interesting discussion, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts down below. on this. What do you think about the effect of this arc on major game releases and maybe handheld releases? Because I think Dokkan Battle is something that we could see any of the characters come into, honestly, with exception of probably Xeno, I would imagine. You know, the Omni King would never be in Dokkan Battle, right? But then again, I don't play the game, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. If you disliked it, drop a dislike. And I'll catch you guys later.